I'm getting flashbacks to where did I ever back in the day? Were you around at QA when me and some of our friends were working on a curling manga idea?
Oh, that wasn't a real thing? Okay.
We actually got some ideas out. We wrote a little mini script. We had a
Damn.
little layout, character designs, and we had a curling manga, idea. And it was pretty sick. There were some fun because it was absolutely over the top superpower curling, and you had your rival Bishonen twins that like curled together, and their curls could, one was the perfect sweeper. The twins, oh no, the two sweepers were twins, and then the rival was like the perfect glasses wearing dude that can toss it, and they had perfect synergy with each other. And you'd see like the when the rock hits the middle of the pattern and knocks the other one out, you'd see like a lotus blossom.
That's too much.
Yeah.
Why a lotus blossom?
It was like or like a dragon or whatever the special whatever the special toss was.
I respect curling.
Yeah, and like the technique of like had the brush, the brushing, the sweeping. Like there's all these different things to it where like you could have the best the best curler in the world, but if your brushing is terrible, then what can you do with it?
That matters. That absolutely matters.
So the journey to find the right team and the old retired curler, whatever. We were taking it over the top with it, but there was just these images of like like a top view of like rock hitting this formation, hitting that formation, and then it's like the Big Dipper. Whoa. And it was totally just going over the top with it. But
have you ever played
curling? No.
I've played once. It's pretty fun. Yeah. I played once and I managed to do like I throw the stone and nobody like brushed or anything, and it stopped in the middle of the house. And I was like, yeah, I did it. I did the thing.
Okay.
I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did watch the tournaments, the Scots Tournament of Hearts, on CBC once in a while when I was young.
There's a little curling like place down by Geek Concordia that I always used to walk by, and I always lights are never on in there.
You've told me about this.
Yeah.
The
lights are never on, but it's right there, right outside the metro. You can see it, and like it's still there. I think I haven't been there in a while, admittedly. I assume it's still there, but like you got prime real estate, in the downtown area. There must be a hardcore curling community funding or keeping paying for the rent on that spot. No, that's sick. I have never played, but I really enjoyed my time with shuffleboard.
Right.
And I really enjoyed my time with pétanque.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking what's it called?
Fishnet? Or
no.
Oh, the game that we played, right?
My brain is off.
Crokinole.
Yes, Crokinole, exactly. Yes. So all of these games of precision have been really, really fun. Therefore, I assume it would be really sick to do it at that level too.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Hard.
Soft. Whoa. Hard. All right.
Yeah. Okay, so that shit aside, the part that I'm really thinking looks the coolest is just sliding. Like, what? I don't know how, like, when they like you go like and you like they all slide together.
Okay. You have to put a special shoe on.
So what? Yeah. What is making that happen?
It's you have like a plastic layer that you put under your shoe, and you can slide on it on the ice. And the ice is like all tiny droplets of frozen water.
Oh.
And then I think when you brush, it heats up or it dries up.
It's not like Zamboni ice.
No, it's not. It's very, very slippery, but it's not Zamboni ice. Yeah.
Okay, and when you brush it, it changes the texture specifically in a way to.
I think it heats up the surface and it slows down the rock. No. It heats up the surface and it makes it slippery.
It speeds up the rock.
Yeah, it speeds up the rock.
Brushing
and
makes it go faster.
It makes it more slippery.
Yeah. You slow it down. You slow down the brushing to slow down the rock. You speed it up to make it go faster.
I'm not sure if I'm talking out of my ass right now.
I think that's what it is. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Right? Because you'd see them going to build up speed, and then you'd see them like pull off to like let it slowly.
If you don't brush, I think there's natural water on it, but then you brush and it removes the water and then it slides, something like that.
Either way, sliding slowly along the ice like that seems really cool because it's like a slow slide that lasts a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And as someone who hasn't done a ton of ice winter sports, that seems kind of cool, you know. Yeah. Can we find out how curling works?
I'd be down.
Is that
yes?
Can the internet teach us?
Absolutely.
What's the deal? It seems really cool from the outside. I remember when we were talking about like the manga idea, so the name was going to be Bon Spiel, which is a term specifically from like where the origin goes. 2-minute guide to the sport of curling. Here we go. Here, let's find out what's going on.
Bon Spiel? What?
Yes. Oh, sorry. I was in the middle of describing something and then I got distracted. All right, hold up. Let me get the one thing at a time. Okay, so a Bonspiel is a curling tournament, typically a social one that involves multiple games and is often a multi-day event. It comes from the Scottish Gaelic spiel, game, and French bon, good game.
Bonspiel, okay.
Bonspiel.
Yeah. Spiel in German is game, yeah.
Yeah, so that was going to be the name of the story.
Okay.
Good game.
Wow,
in curling.
That's good.
Not bad, right?
Good, okay.
Yeah. Bonspiel, you know. It's the name of a tournament, and it also means good game. And I was like, that's a cool,
that's a cool name.
And if you know, you know, and if you don't, you're like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, there you go. GG's. It's the name of the manga is GG's.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, I want to learn about curling. Oh, the physics of curling?
Explained. All right. The controversial physics of... Hold on a minute. It's controversial, is it?
Carleton University, Ottawa, I believe.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna find out from Carleton University.
If your sweeper is brushing with the curl, meaning that their push stroke is in the same direction that the rock is curling, then they are creating scratches that will encourage the rock to curl more.
So as the rock is, moving down the ice, it has...
Hold on.
Because it's going to touch different part of the rock and different friction points is going to cause the rotation. Right?
Never mind that. I just realized the physics professor is reacting to the description of curling, and it's like he has opinions about what he just learned. And we have a cut-in of his face to show reactions. Is that what, like, are we supposed to...
Well, they know how it works.
Like, but is this a Japanese TV cut-in to be like, have a physics professor be like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's not how ice works at all. Amateurs. Live reaction.
If your sweeper is brushing with the curl, meaning that their
gold
push
medalist
stroke
is talking
in the same direction that the rock is curling, then they are creating scratches that will encourage the rock to curl more.
So as the rock is, moving down the ice, it has some what we would call momentum, right? Which is equal to its mass times its velocity, which is set to whatever maximum value it starts with as the curler comes out of the hack, right? It is always just going to be feeling a drag force in some way, but predominantly in the opposite direction of its motion that slows it down, eventually robbing it of its kinetic energy until it stops. Many times we'll have some sort of angular momentum, which is a description of how it's spinning. And much like how objects want to continue moving, they want to continue spinning unless they have something applied to stop them spinning. And it seems like the curlers put scratches off to the side to preferentially put a force on this side of the rock to change its spin, right? If there's a force pushing only on this side and not on this side, then it might start it spinning. brushing or curling across the ice or whatever the.
You're not just brushing straight across in front of it. You're doing a diagonal. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. So then, hold up. What was the other one? And also, what's controversial about that?
I don't know.
Everything you need to know about curling. All right, here, let's go to WBIR channel. What's going on here?
Rocks, brooms, and funky pants all have in common. They're part of the sport of curling. Curling gains popularity every 4 years during the Winter Olympics, but it's a sport you can play year-round at one Knoxville ice rink. Shannon Smith takes us to the ice, and we learn more about how to curl from the experts.
Okay, no, this is not what I want at all.
Yeah, I wanted to know about the ice.
What do we got here? Curling Canada.
The game with the ice, and the rocks, and the sweeping, and the yelling. Each game starts with a handshake and a coin flip to determine who goes first. Then, two teams of 4 people take turns throwing 44-pound stones
pants.
down a sheet of ice.
How
the
heavy?
Target, throwing 44-pound stones
44.
down a sheet of ice. The target,
44.
a 12-foot house.
That's way
It
heavier
looks
than I
like a
thought.
bullseye.
House.
Just under 150 feet away. Each
44 pounds. Holy shit, that's a bar.
Heavy. Yeah. Don't drop it on your foot.
Yeah, that's a bar. Yeah. Huh.
team throws 8 rocks, and the team closest to the center after all the rocks are thrown will score the points. This process is repeated for 6 to 10 rounds, called ends, until one team is victorious. It's just that simple. Or is it? Each team has a captain called the skip. Like a general on the battlefield, the skip calls the shots that will best ensure victory. Stones are delivered with a predetermined rotation, so they actually curl as they travel down the ice. Of course, this is why the sport is called curling. Over the course of each end, players can throw guards to block the house, draws to try to score, or takeouts to remove the opponent's stones. The skips then spend the rest of the time yelling like a crazy person. What they're actually doing is emphatically advising their players to brush the ice in front of the stone. Brushing can drastically affect the speed
stones
and
are not the
direction of the
same?
shot. After each team throws its 8 shots, the team closest to the center of the house will score. Or, if they have more than one rock closer than the opposition, they count as well. Once all the ends have been played, whoever has the most points wins. Aside from a few dozen other minor details, that's all there is to it. Find a curling facility near...
It sounds like there's different kinds of rocks.
Different rocks?
Or when they said predetermined curves, are they talking about, like, just the technique in particular? Because I assumed they're all the same, and it's all about the technique of how you spin it.
Oh, you're thinking
and then you brush.
Maybe some turn left and some turn right?
I thought that...
Oh, I don't...
Was that the implication there? Did I miss?
I think it depends on how, like, you do the release.
This part right here.
Stones are delivered with a predetermined rotation, so they actually curl as they travel down the ice.
What does that line mean? Stones are delivered with a predetermined rotation. What does that mean? Does that imply that the stone itself has a what?
Are delivered with a rotation, which means...
I'm misunderstanding.
Maybe you toss it with a rotation. You can't toss it straight. You have to do the rotation. So you deliver the rock with a rotation.
Okay.
So
they're thrown a certain way.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So they're all the same. They're thrown a certain way, and then you brush to determine whether you want it to spin a little extra
or the speed.
Yeah. Okay. Huh.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I want the scientific, the ice. Talk to me about the ice and the droplets.
I would like to learn about that. That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. Let's see. And also, how do you prepare the ice? Because Zamboni stuff, I don't know shit. End of sentence. But skating ice, the treatment of the ice is a particular thing. And it's not just like you can go out to any frozen air, like lake and get the same quality and feel as you would at a rink where things have been treated.
Yeah.
And then also to place hockey on, it's a different thing from what you're going to go skate on for fun with your, like on a date, right?
Okay.
But do you know what the differences are? Do you know what those different ice treatments are?
No, I don't know how they prepare the ice like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's a 22-minute video from Curling Canada,
Jesus.
and I don't
Okay,
know.
wait, the third one is like 3 minutes of science.
Okay, the science behind making curling ice. It's a local affiliate Fox channel, so that might get us.
That must be trouble.
That might get us in trouble. I feel like Curling Canada is going to be chill. I feel like Fox 9 Minneapolis St. Paul is going to be a problem.
That'll be not chill. What about
Yes.
What about this one?
Science friction, all about the physics of curling. from
Mental
Seeker.
flaws. Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, I trust. Yes, actual physics behind curling. Tell me.
I hope so.
For D News, I'm at the Oakland Ice Center in Oakland, California, and we're going to learn about curling. It's been a sport on this planet since the 16th century. It started in Scotland, and now it's in the Olympics.
That's old.
So we're going to learn about the science and physics behind throwing rocks down ice. So I'm here with Mike Greenberg of the San Francisco
random
Curling
I
Club.
wouldn't have thought Scotland
Mike,
at
tell
all.
us a little bit about curling.
The object of the game is you're
Europe.
actually throwing these
I thought it would've been-
42-pound
I thought
granite
this was, like,
stones with a handle attached to
fucking
them all the way down a sheet of
Canadian.
ice, a little more than
we're good,
100
but
feet,
this counts.
and trying to get it to land in a very specific place on a target.
How's that work? I mean, it's ice, so it's slippery, but it's bumpy too.
So we pebble the ice. It's basically sprinkling
So what
water
was
on
it
top of the
originally
ice. It creates these little hills and valleys, basically, on
Tiny
top of the
dots.
ice. That's a very specific place on a target.
How's that work? I mean, it's ice, so it's slippery, but it's bumpy too.
So we pebble the ice. It's basically sprinkling water on top of the ice. It creates these little hills and valleys, basically, on top of the ice that the rock glides over. What this means is that they're less at the bottom of the rock in direct contact with the ice, so it slides a little more easily. There's less friction. We talk about the ABCs.
But that means it's also like without brushing, it's random, right? Like if the water's droplets are kind of randomly distributed, then you're not going to get a clean, perfect line, even if you throw a clean, perfect line.
Yeah. I guess so, yeah.
Kind of, isn't that like bowling with the
lanes?
The lanes, yeah, and the not grease, but what was the term?
The wax or something?
Wax, yeah. We learned about it playing Yakuza, where it's like, no, the bowling waxing of the lanes or whatever is important. And I had no idea that was the case, because I was like, if you're a perfect bowler, can't you just never fail? But it changes because the texture makes the different.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, they obviously brush to control it, but that's why I was like, but by default, you're not getting
an even ice every time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I believe the point of a Zamboni is to make it even.
It's very even.
Right? When you get the big
in a
machine
shit arena,
yeah, when you get a big machine on the hockey rink, it's I believe it's to make the ice as even as possible, so there isn't any like imperfections of,
Some southern arenas are hot and shitty, and sometimes the ice is bad there.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Like Florida ice.
Yeah,
Arizona ice.
Southern teams.
Yeah.
The curling,
Okay.
alignment, balance, and curl.
Okay.
So first thing we're going to talk about is how you get lined up to get this thing down to the other end of the ice. So I'm going to step on the slider, get used to that, crouch down, take my aim, get my stabilizer right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
You need the
And
style.
next thing we're going to do
Look at that
is
stance.
a little bit forward, back, hips up to create some momentum, and then
you see
down
he has
and
the slider
forward.
under his foot on the left.
Yeah. Okay, and then that pose. Look at
The
that.
curling refers
So cool.
to
And the
the fact
release.
that as the rock goes down the ice, we're going
Looks
to
so
put a
fun.
clockwise or counterclockwise rotation on it, and it curves to the right or to the left as
Right.
it moves down the ice.
And the
And because
stones
it's
themselves are made of
44
granite.
pounds, that
They
makes
actually
sense
all
why
come
he-
from the same quarry in Scotland for consistency. It's not flat on the bottom like you might expect. It's actually a ring, right or to the left as it
Right.
moves down the ice.
And the stones themselves are made of granite.
They actually all come from the same quarry in Scotland
I
for
didn't know that.
consistency. It's not flat on the bottom like you might expect.
Okay.
It's actually a ring that's a sharpened running surface.
Okay.
So again, less of the rock in contact with the ice means
They come from the exact same place. If you don't have a curling rock from that quarry in Scotland,
That's not a curling rock.
it ain't real.
It's champagne, you know?
Holy shit. Holy shit. Yeah. Yeah, that is a good racket, Dash. That is the people who own that quarry, you own the sport.
Yep.
And no one is allowed to play without your say.
You get fake rocks, you get dudes in kilts coming your way. You're like, hey, where did you get that last?
You wouldn't download a curling rock. Holy shit. They're in the Scottish inspectors, the curling inspectors. Oh, what you got going on over here, boss?
They lick the rock. Yeah, that's the real shit. Down from the quarry.
Just like you try to set up an illegal curling game in somewhere, and you just hear bagpipes in the distance.
Oh shit! It's a Scot.
Cue your Guy Ritchie movie. That's crazy.
Friction is bad. And they are hydrophobic, which means they repel water more than they absorb it.
Right.
Okay.
But they also transfer momentum well, as you were saying.
Absolutely. So they've got a hitting band that you'll be able to see around the side of the rock. So when it hits another stone, it can impart the vast majority of its energy to that other rock. And you can knock things around at odd angles. If we hit this stone right here, what it's going to do is it's going to send this stone, even though they're locked up, it's going to put a little bit of momentum on it this way. It's going to drag the back rock with it, and hopefully right into that red stone.
Cool. Okay, so, let's see it.
You do this.
Yeah, see shuffleboard.
What about these? With a
way
brush
simpler
thing?
than
Curling has the distinction of being the only sport in which you can affect the trajectory of the thing you're throwing after you've let it go. By brushing the ice, what you're doing is you're warming it up. A lot of people...
make no mistake, Merclones. Immediately, I was thinking, like, yeah, that's an arc of the manga. The Scottish Mafia coming through to inspect your stones, see what's going on. The bagpipes. You know, the sound of them in the distance. Because, yeah, you can't be running any fucking random back alley rocks over.
Closing the center down until you get the real rocks.
3D printed rocks.
Oh my god.
We know the granite. We can smell it. We can lick it.
People say they're not sure. They think that you're melting the ice a little bit. But the effect that it has is that you can carry one of these stones straighter than it would have gone and carry it up to 10 feet further than it would have gone under its own weight. So what we're going to do is you're holding it on the right side of the body. You want one hand high, one hand low on the broom, and you want to put it down like that with your body weight on it.
Okay.
Remember, we're trying to heat up the ice,
My
right?
weight is on it.
If we were to put this down on a bathroom scale, what we'd be looking for is
moving.
How many pounds can we put on that? As many pounds on it as we can have.
Yeah.
As many
Like, are they
strokes
walking,
as quickly as
shuffling,
we
or
can
they?
have.
Because they're kind of
Okay.
sliding
That's what's
too
gonna
as they
impact your
brush,
speed.
right?
Got it.
Okay. Trying to
Yeah, you
melt
gotta
ice
push
here if we
yourself.
can.
So when did curling become an Olympic sport?
Curling's been in and out of the Olympics as an exhibition game.
No, but like, are they like shuffling themselves as they go down like evenly? So like, there's a skill to like walking.
Yeah,
that
you need
straight
to
line
shuffle
correctly.
at the same time.
Yeah, with the right speed as the other person in front of you. You have to sync up, like the twins. Yeah.
Sometime, but it actually became an official Olympic sport most recently in 2002.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah.
I want to go all the way across, just doing that. From one end to the other, just going, oh.
Congratulations, you know how to curl.
Well, thank you very much.
That's where you can sweep.
Good
You have a
job.
good workout?
I did. I feel like I need to sweep harder.
You need to push your
more.
back into it. Yeah.
Guys, who knew there was so much science
I bet
to this
you.
sport? Curling is awesome.
The yelling.
Make sure that
I bet you the yelling is just a tradition that has become like important spiritually to the game.
Well, are you not gonna yell?
No, of course.
There you go.
You have to commit if you're doing it
harder.
But I mean, like, that's one of the things. Okay,
whoa, hard. No,
but I'm just saying it's one of those. It feels like it's like that just carried forward, whereas other traditions or and other things kind of get left behind
Phased
to
out.
time. You know, like fighting in hockey, right?
Yeah.
Or fucking taking a dive in soccer.
God.
Traditions, you know? Yeah, I feel like that it's just that is a holdover of a bunch of people fucking how many whiskeys back. Going hard, hard. I said hard, you fucking sweeper. Hard. Soft. Okay, slow it down. Slow it down.
We
Harder than your mom's teeth, I swear. Yeah. No. Something like that. That feels like spiritually you can bring that forward in time and preserve it. It's important. It's important. That's pretty sick. Damn. All we ever wanted to know about curling. There we go.
Plenty.
Unfortunately, like a lot of really cool sports, the ability to set that up in your own backyard and do it is like impossible.
Not happening.
So you need access to the location, to the it's prohibitive, right? It's like one of those, you gotta have the place, you gotta have the setup, you gotta have the ice, there's a whole lot to it, temperature, and then you have to have the specific rocks from that one quarry in Scotland. You know, it's like it honestly, it's kind of like polo, where it's like polo is one of those prohibitive sports and for the rich and whatnot, because it's kind of like, well, first you have to have
a horse.
Right. To begin with.
And you need like lessons. A bunch of other people that have horses.
Correct. And then you have to know what you're doing and know how to ride, and then you get the equipment, and then you get the field to play on, and then you like,
what a gate.
It's the most insanely gate-kept thing in the world, right? For that, and that's it, right? And so like when we played like, you know, American football, we'd be like, okay, well, you're borrowing the equipment from the city. You know, the Saint Laurent Spartans team was like, yeah, we could go and get our smelly ass shoulder pads, you know, and terrible fucking helmet, smelled kind of funny. But you know, that the idea of like, why is polo not taken off?
Huh.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Why is soccer the most famous game? Because you need a fucking horse, man. And so that's the kind of bit where I'm just like, yeah, curling seems pretty cool, but you got to go find the club. You got to go find the place. You got to go do it there. That's the only way to do it. There's no amateur, you know, setups going on anywhere, I imagine. Unless there are. That's cool.
I'm wondering what's going on with the state of Canadian curling in the world. I watched a little bit, you know, Ontarian team with Rachel Holmam. And Emma Miskew. And then they went to the Olympics at some point and they lost their initial games and the whole country turned on them. And I was like, no, you got this, girls. And then they started winning, but it was too late. But yeah, they were so good. And I think the Quebec skip was like Guy Hemmings for the longest time. Oh, that's Rachel.
Well, I was about to say, like, yeah, hold on.
We've never been quiet. Yeah.
Okay, so what do we got over here on the Canadian curling channel?
How to behave with proper etiquette. A lady speaks only when spoken to. She walks with grace, never haste. She always... How to behave with proper etiquette.
Look, there's a sweeper. What the?
A lady speaks only when spoken to. She walks with grace.
I bet you the original game was played with real brooms too, dude.
That's possible.
At some point they became curling brooms, but let's be real, it must have started with real brooms.
For real.
Never haste. She always keeps her composure. If she must disagree, she does so with a smile. And above all, a lady never raises her voice.
That's right. Mississauga, let's go. January, I'll try to remember. Scotties.
Oh, you're gonna go to a live curling event.
Well, I might turn on the TV, you know?
Okay.
That's fine.
Well, you dropped a couple names just now, so...
Yeah.
All right. You didn't just look them up, did you?
No. But, like, you have to be interested in many things in life. That's what I say.
I agree.
Yeah. I am a tinkerer, you know, humanist, trying to see a little bit of everything.
A humanist.
Yes.
Yes.
In the old sense of the way.
Okay. That's sick.
I like that. Like in the Renaissance, the humanists would try to learn about every discipline, about everything, you know, science, nature, physics. Now it definitely changed, you know, in the definition. But
what's the current definition of a humanist?
I'm not sure. But recently I learned about the Quebec Humanist Association. And
what is that?
Their mission, I think, is basically God doesn't exist, so man has to try to make the best life that he can get for himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I don't know if there are other definitions nowadays, but this is the last one that I've heard of.
Sure. To continue.
Like haggis and hogmanay, curling's been a sport in Scotland for over 3 centuries. It's also a favourite in Canada. With the grace of a ballet dancer, they slide the stones towards the tee.
Look at that pose!
Sweeping, or souping as it's called, is one of the arts of the game, which fairly bristles with difficulty.
Oh, that's beautiful.
There's 3 of them.
But it's a sport that sends him all right. He's a real gone goon.
Goon!
Wow. Incredible. I like it.
Yo, souping. I did not know about that.
St. John's, Newfoundland? Okay, hold up. Where are we going?
Most replayed section?
Between Manitoba and Ontario.
Oh, that's deep Canadian shit.
In this opening draw, Ontario's entry from the Ottawa Curling Club, skipped by Eldon Coombe, is tied 9-9 with Manitoba. With
like they're Spider-Man posing, dude. It's not just the full-on like
superhero landing type shit.
That's what I'm saying, right? Because you kind of like you saw some of the footage of them people in like the kind of like Hadoken pose with like the knee forward and the leg back, but like no, they're like on their ankles, like super bent out, like duh. It's so sick.
Skip Coombe wants to tap the Manitoba shot rock back and roll behind his own guard. But he's wide, nudges the prairie stone over, then rolls to the back of the 8th.
Right, and the opposing team can sweep beyond the line so that they get further away from the center of the house.
They can sweep your rock that they just knocked to go further out the line.
Yeah, like let's say this guy is stooping. Is that a term? Yeah, let's say he's curling the rock. When it reaches the middle of the house, there's a line, and the other team can sweep to make it go further away from the center so that it doesn't count as a point, you know?
To make your rock.
Yeah, go further away.
Okay. So someone's got to be like eyeballs to make sure they don't touch your rock.
Again,
right? You got to sweep clean, because what if your opposing team sweeps and touches your rock?
Oh, I think there's a penalty. I don't know what are the rules when you touch the rocks. But you're not supposed to touch.
You're not supposed to touch them. No,
any rock at all.
But like I thought, you only sweep your own rock. The idea that you could sweep an enemy rock, is crazy, because then now you have to really be on their ass.
To be precise. Don't give it to them.
The Big O delivers.
I'm going low. Low, baby.
Creeping up on them.
But he's narrow. The front end tries to straighten it out. Belichick punches one Ontario stone out and gets a good roll to the floor.
Yeah, good job.
Okay, this type of sweeping is wild, though. This is so much less efficient. The amount of energy in making it slap.
Yeah, that's so different.
It's slap sweeping.
It's kind of like old tennis rackets compared to new ones.
I haven't seen.
Bro, before it was like wood with twigs. You know?
Catgut. I thought it was catgut.
It was super heavy wooden rackets. Now it's like composite and like lighter elements.
Right. Polycarbon.
Hockey sticks.
And now BC lies
polycarbon.
Yeah.
But like looking at the sweeping they do now, it's just like cleanly in and out. But this like slapping the brush back and forth shit is like
out of the Fredericton curling
so much wasted energy.
Southpaw Dave Sullivan is making his 3rd Brier appearance. With 5 enemy rocks
I bet they were like old sweepers that were like, this is the real thing, you know?
Yeah. I don't want this new fandangled science sweep
cheating.
Give me my mom's
It does the job for you.
That's my grandmother's broom.
The broom in the 8th centuries.
My nan's broom.
Oh man, they must hate our Scottish accents, right?
The absolute worst, but
after 9
you know, fair game.
Let's join Frank and get the final 6 rocks.
Fat bastard, Shrek,
groundskeeper Willie,
the
Scots ruined Scotland.
His third
Yeah, we're
John
fine.
Gorman to draw to a nest of BC rocks. The Westerners lie 4 and have last rock. Gorman goes with the end.
All right. Oh, look at that part in the hair.
It looks heavy.
Damn, imagine we walked
heavy.
in.
I was gonna go far.
Slides inches wide, but stays.
Oh, this is the rock. I'm gonna push it.
Imagine we walked into this arena back then.
Sparks calls for a double ring.
Yeah, you want to talk about gatekeeping?
1972, Newfoundland.
Actually,
Past the long guard.
not curling related, but last week I watched a pickleball game online.
Okay.
Man,
John Gorman
a lot of white
calls for
people.
some
Yeah?
housekeeping,
Yeah.
and Sullivan
Okay.
applies the power.
40-year-old soccer mom looking very Christian, like super, like. I was like, man, can I see one brother in the crowd? No.
British Columbia lies.
There was one Asian dude.
It's called pickleball, nigga.
With a third rock in the back of
you
the
think
house.
this is?
Sparky
Not
is
enough
after
picking
the
for
chip and
today.
roll.
Shit.
Come the fuck
He throws
on.
the Ulster.
I'm hoping for, but I don't think we're gonna get a chance to hear the Newfie accent.
It's a perfect shot.
That's all you're waiting for?
I was hoping it would be a part of this, but unfortunately it does not appear to be.
With his
Maybe
last
there's like a
rock,
winner's
Sullivan
interview.
needs the hit and
Manitoba, Ontario, and Quebec. Now, as we move into the 6th draw, the Alberta-Saskatchewan game is a crucial one. Join them.
Too clean.
Skips rocks to come.
Wanna hear the Newfie come out?
Saskatchewan is on the from the host province.
Yeah, we don't know how to emulate
In this
that.
12th end, with Skips rocks to come, the score is tied 5-5. Lying one, but out that Bill Kent
This
wishes he'd removed that BC guard
here.
with his first stone. But
Can
the
we get
shot
that?
is still there to be made.
This dude doesn't exist anymore. This is a type of dude that just doesn't exist. This dude
That phenotype is
gone. Became something else. The haircut and the glasses changed, and it just became something else.
You don't see young people that look like
Not
that
like
anymore.
this anymore. Phenotype deleted. Straight up. Right? Damn. All right. That's sick.
Kent delivers. And his rink of Dave Romano, John Anisiak, and Pat Haley from Manitoba
There you go.
have
Well
won
played,
the
well played.
1972 Canadian Curling
Ah, here we go. Get the kilts
With
out.
the games behind them, 9 rinks follow the pipe band down the center sheet to watch the presentation.
What a banger.
They didn't win
Scotland,
or play,
that's a banger.
but
Gotta
they did
say.
participate in Canada's
It's so
greatest
good.
curling classic,
It's sick.
the MacDonald Bridal.
It's the only song we know. It's sick.
It marked the
If you
first
do need
time in
one
19
song
years that a Quebec
to
win placed
sell
second in
the
play-doh.
instrument.
Scotland the Great.
And the 19th time a Manitoba entry had won the title.
Yeah. All right.
Enough ice for today.
Oh, here comes the Scottish curling mafia. Oh no! Run! It's ice, idiot! We can't!
All right.